Guess who's back? Back again. A-Rye's back as Eminem. Alright, welcome on back. We're gonna do some more musings, some Fortnite, some Eminem. But only a little bit. I gotta get ready for quite the trip. I'm excited. Always nervous, but I mean, like I'm starting to get used to this whole traveling thing, so. But you also gotta always be careful too, because I mean the cybersecurity part is like, don't tell too much information, anybody who knows where you live, yada yada yada. Although like I alluded to and I said on a previous episode, I got tracker tags on just about everything, and almost everything is pretty much trackable in Vegeta. Oh, are you looking at me? So, but anyways, yeah, and I just rated Eminem's album. It was better than Kendrick Lamar's, although Kendrick Lamar's, it was rated like a lot higher. I mean, there's a lot of hype around Kendrick Lamar. I mean, and he's good, although I think he's getting, okay, how do I put this? So, from what it sounds like, Drake's more like R. Kelly and how it was like, yeah, it was underage girls, but it was still more like high school cradle robbing, and the way that Kendrick makes it out to sound like on that song is like he's like baby raping, and he's like, so, which, and I get it, underage girls, it still shouldn't happen. That's why I don't like that Troy Tate guy, because I think he was debating that the girl that he slept with was 16 or 14. Like, that's too young. That's too young even for an 18-year-old. I mean, I think there's that law that, like, and that was like, where some people were criticizing Democrats because they thought it was like sheltering pedophiles because it wanted to add an exclusion for the mandatory sentencing. There was still the optional sentencing. The judge could decide if the judge wanted to do a more serious. We're actually going to go over here and suit up. Let's see that. But anyways, like they could determine and make the decision, which they should anyway. Like, I mean, this whole mandatory like sentencing thing just seems kind of messed up because it's like you just throw your hands up like, sorry, my hands are tied. The mandatory is like, it's like, are you not capable of doing your job as judging what is, what is proper? Oh, shoot. There we go. Sneaky Pete. Whew. Okay. So, anyways, I mean, and the 4 years thing, that sounds more like legitimate, at least. And again, like the judge will still have the ultimate say on what is appropriate, what isn't. But like this whole mandatory thing, and I don't know the whole story. And like, and unfortunately, that is kind of like a reality with a lot of situations. Like South Park Mexican, I used to love his music, like Hustle Town and all about cooking dope and all that. I'm just kidding. I didn't like it for that, but I mean, he was talking about some pretty gangster stuff the other way. That hurt. Um, where'd he go? So, anyways, I mean, and it's all bad. Like, I was dating a 14-year-old when I was 18, and I thought it was just straight up wrong. And I ended up breaking it off with her, and I apologized. I was like, it's just too weird. You're too little. You're too young. Like, I mean, I need to be with someone that's, like, closer to my age. And so, but I had to learn that, I had to be like, okay, because it was crazy. She was a cheerleader, and, like, she was beautiful. I was like, man, the hottest cheerleader, like, like, really preppy, popular. Like, I didn't think that nerds were supposed to be able to do that, which I was very nerdy. I was like Eminem, only like 21 Jump Street Eminem, like Jonah Hill, nerdy, like nerdy without the cool, basically. So not that Eminem's nerdy, but I mean, I don't even know where I was going with that. But if he ever watches this, he'll be like, "What the? Who is this guy? This guy's ridiculous." All right. Ah. Why'd you come at me with like no health? Yeah, again, I don't think I'm playing with any like real living players. Like this. Actually, you know what? No. I like this one better, but like the scope does kind of come in clutch sometimes. So, alright. Where I was going with this. There we go. This is the building. All the way up. We're just gonna loot it. Actually, do like these. So, anyways, like, and that's just my opinion on it too. Like, I mean, we're actually gonna keep that because that can make us run faster. Oh wait, what was that? Oh, that was the bomb that we dropped. So, and I don't know. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I like calling it out. Like, I personally was involved in assaulting someone who's drugging and raping, you know, women in college. Like, and I, to this day, I stand by what I did. Granted, it led to me getting into quite a bit of trouble for other things, you know, which they wouldn't have even known. Because I was so legit, and I was so, like, understanding and empathetic. Like, I was never out to make money, just out to spread happiness and be a total hippie, you know. Although I'm sure something else could have come up. Like, it's naive to think that that was the only reason that I got busted, but still. It makes you wonder what if. Alright, now I can't deny it. A purple. Alright. We'll just eyeball it. So. But anyways, yeah. Yeah. Hey there, rookie. I've got another report, and I hope this one checks out. Report is clear. Someone's disturbing the peace and graffitiing homes in Hopeful Heights. I've even seen photos of the damage. It's real. Alright, maybe. So, although I love graffiti, everywhere I've been taking pictures of the graffiti that I see, like Germany, Malaysia, Thailand. Malaysia, I saw some really good graffiti. Germany was really good. India, there was a really cool one in Mumbai. Like, there was an electrical box, and it said robots take over the world, but it had a robot with a human heart looking thing, and the cute cartoony heart, not like a real anatomically correct heart. So yeah. It was funny, I did promo this playlist on one of Eminem's posts. Eminem was sporting Redman. I cannot tell you how excited and happy that makes me feel, because like I did, and I've said that, commented that now on one of Redman's videos, which I gotta chill, gotta cool it. Can't be go crazy like commenting on everything. Same with this other dude, this producer that promoted Redman. I think might have even produced the Muddy Water. I don't know, but someone close to Redman, and you know, and it doesn't matter who it is really. Like, they're supporting each other, and like, and I even told them that I was like, this is awesome. Like, it's good to see it. But like, even Snoop Dogg was promoting the Redman album, and Snoop Dogg's got a new album with Dre and like all these other people. Ooh. Oops. Okay. Actually, no. Now we'll do. Wait, I have a sword. Don't I? Yeah, it's right there. There's so many nice things to have. Okay. Whew. Also, I gotta. That's awesome. Before I go on my trip, I'm going to download all these episodes of Better Call Saul. I'm gonna just download season 4. It's awesome. And I've got a 64 gigabyte, at least 64. I don't know what it actually is. Oh. Ah. What? Oh, that's coming from there. Yeah. Hunting rifle. Alright, enjoy. So, anyways, no, it's just really cool because, like, and I'm still even confused. Like, Tupac, I want to say was L.A. Crip? Like, I don't know. I saw South Central, the movie, and so, like, I got like a brief understanding. kind of like what Crip life was like. So, uh, okay. Sorry. Anyways, let's go there. So that basically that's it. Like I don't know what the beefs are, and like people get mad. I saw Busta Rhymes on um a song the other day and got all excited because I always liked his music, and and I wasn't too close enough to understand the beefs, and even with like the cops too, the anger against the cops, because Buena Vista cops are a little different. If you weren't out tweaking out on like hard drugs, they really left you alone. Like I mean, and they would hear things like people talk like, oh, so and so's smoking weed. Like they didn't care. I'm sure they heard hundreds of times. Like I pulled over by the Dare car. Oh, and that was funny. So that thing, it was actually interesting because I just passed my mom. Yeah, this is Buena Vista is a small town, and I'm on lunch break, and I see my mom, and she's like, "Why aren't you wearing your seatbelt?" We just stop in the middle of the road to talk to each other. We're coming like different directions, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm off for lunch. I'm gonna go eat some over here." I'm like, "Okay." And then, "Why aren't you wearing your seatbelt?" And it was one of the rare times that I didn't wear my seatbelt. And I don't even know why I wasn't wearing my seatbelt that day. I just thought maybe, okay, whatever. I don't care today. Maybe it's like a total of 3 times I've ever done that. And like, and this was back when I was still like, just had my license. And 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 I go and I smoke as I'm driving. Sorry, don't do that. Like that's really. This was also a very small town where the speed limit's like 20, and like, two blocks over, and you're anywhere in the city. So like, it wasn't like I was on the highway or doing anything, but still, wasn't okay. I don't condone that. But then I get pulled over, and I'm going 5 miles over, which is ticketable in that town. I've seen people get tickets for five over. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to jail. And I roll down the window, and I didn't even have time to air out the car or anything. And he just comes up, he smiles. He's like, "You know why I pulled you over?" I was like, I mean, I was going a little fast. I usually go about five over. And he's like, "Hell yeah, that's kind of part of why I did it. But really, I'm out here doing a click it or ticket campaign." And he's smiling. Like, I don't know, like maybe he smelled it and he didn't want to deal with it. So he's just like, whatever, let's just get this over with and do a warning. Because he noticed, he's like, "You're wearing your seatbelt." And so this is the click it or ticket campaign. And and it could have been total bogus too. Like it was the Dare car. It had Dare on the side of it. I'm like, no. So yeah. And that's the funny thing is like, my buddies and I smoked all the time in junior high and high school. And like, and we were some of the smartest kids. We had the best grades. Like we were at the high GPAs. Like, I mean, I started to falter my senior year. I got senioritis pretty bad. But I was also headed to the Marines, so I was like, whatever, this doesn't matter. I'm gonna go and do my duty, and and they'll give me a job and all this, and like I had like that whole plan. So I kind of stopped caring about high school, and I was doing college classes at night through a community college, lazy stoner all the way. And like I had like 33 credits of college before I even went to real college. So I don't know. I feel like that bears, saying that needs saying and repeating. Like, I did not have a horrible life because I had a horrible life because of getting in trouble with the law because of stupid things like that. Like not being able to get a good job for a few years. That was, but for the actual chemicals and the substance use and all that, nah, nah. I'm just as sharp as ever. Which wasn't super sharp, but I mean, what are we really rating on? I let's see. And also, speaking of which, I need to do my duty. That's why I was kind of hemming and hawing earlier. I just got a message from my co-parent, like, got to hang out with my kiddos one last day before my big trip. And she is good. She's really cool. Like I mean, well, not really cool, but like we get along. We don't argue. Oh, they didn't have a gun. Huh. There's one right here. So, but anyways, in fact, let me go ahead and do that. I'm gonna. Okay. Just gotta say yay or nay. Actually, I just gotta comment on something. Sorry, I'm trying to hurry. Okay, cool. So we're just getting some devices for them, which is awesome. She's one thing I will say, she is anti-devices, and that doesn't work for me because I work in IT. I'm a total gamer, computer nerd. Like I've been doing this since the StarCraft days, doing Blizzard games back in the day, talking smack to people online on BattleNet. And so if it ever seems like why I'm a little more mellow here and like, so I've already been there, done that, and I've been on the receiving end of some of that, and it's not nice. So like I understand cyberbullying, and thankfully, and I monitor how my kids play online and stuff. It's really not that big of a deal anymore. I mean, everything's reportable. Like especially they like to play like gorilla tag and stuff like that. So just a bunch of other kids, you know, doing VR, and if you report somebody, oh. Yeah, 2 shots, I think. With this golden pistol, the golden gun. Anyways, I'll just come up here for this. And I will stay for this. So, but anyways, I mean, it's all about respect and back and forth. It's like one thing, and sportsmanship too. So, like, my kids are both active in sports and stuff, and they understand that. The whole team effort, being part of something bigger than yourself. So, and that happens in video games too. Not as much, but like I mean, especially what is it? If you play Destiny, you can do a bunch of multiplayer that way, and just like you'll do teams. And if you end up getting a bunch of people that you play with regularly, screwed that up. Then you do. I mean, you do it for the team and all that, especially if you have a few buddies that all play together. Wait. Oh. What was I? No. Where'd you come from? I just came for the loot. Leave me alone. Actually, you know what? Should we? Where did I lose my... I guess I have both of those. I don't really... Oh yeah, that's what I got rid of, so there's just another one. I wish I had... Let's do it. Hey! Whoa! Ah! Oh man, he is just decimating me. Yeah. Trying to shoot him in the face. Oh. Hitting in the face is very effective. Well, hitting him in general is probably... Alright. Where'd you go? What? You just peace out. I mean, that's cool and all. Oh. Let's see. Thanks, buddy. In fact, we'll do a little dance. Okay, I'll do the rest here. Might as well. We get a couple uses out of them. Okay. I lost my car. So, anyways, I don't know. It's just to the point where it's like thinking that it's dangerous at all. I mean, for me, what really sold the whole cannabis thing is like when you see Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about it, and he has this whole like hour-long special with this lady from, I want to say she's a doctor from that teaches at Harvard and studies cannabis, and like is very knowledgeable about what she does. Like this whole like she's a very high up leading expert on this stuff, and she just laughs. It's like, yeah, weed's not dangerous, cannabis and all this. We've misunderstood a lot of things. So. Dang it. But supposedly Trump wants to legalize it, or at least leave it up to the states, which is already kind of happening. But I think that they at least need to reschedule it. I mean, which I think that's bogus. They should just like decriminalize it as far as coffee. I mean, and still just make it known that don't use this and operate a motor vehicle or a machine. Like that's okay. Like we can sacrifice that. We're getting better at more public transportation and like options. We're also getting better about making it to where you don't have to travel nearly as much. Like most jobs that can stay remote, for the most part, are staying remote after COVID. I mean, not all, but most. Huh. That sound like two different guns, so I almost wonder if there's like... Sneaky, sneaky. Whoa. Okay, well. Whee. So, I don't know. And like, in Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Nate Dogg, he was awesome too. I got his Music and Me album. Although, they kind of all sounded like the same thing. That was like the downside to it. Oh, also I gotta... Oh, no! Oh! Okay. So, anyways, I need to go to this one. Just downloading episodes of Better Call Saul, the entire 4th season. And that's what I love about, like, international trips, like, because you go on, you get all the new movies on the planes, and then you get all the new movies at the destination. Like, I'm gonna have a lot of entertainment. Yeah. Okay. I'm doing alright. Whoa. So, and Eminem's been right up there with it, although he's advocated for like a lot of different drugs. Like, I mean, he even had a song about mushrooms, and although I will say it was kind of misleading because like it makes it sound like they're just like this horrible, awful thing, and they might seem like it if you have a bad trip, but the reality is it's all temporary. And as soon as people realize that, then it's not that big of a deal. They're like, oh, okay, and they usually come back to from a bad trip. So. And Colorado is studying them very closely ever since we legalized them here. You can't sell them, which is fine. I mean, they really are more of like a medicine or a spiritual tool. Just like guns aren't toys, too. And I think the more people understand that the people doing these things are aware of that, then yeah. So, I don't know. And people are like, just about everybody going to Coachella is like on who knows what. I mean, I see all these rich kids go on there and like not so rich kids and all this, and like it's just one giant party, and it's like, huh. I mean, I know what they're doing, but so. All right. So, but anyways, yeah. Trying to think, and actually, where are we at? Oh, geez, this is almost a full episode here. So, yeah. Eminem's been like right there, like saying the ridiculous stuff that we all wish we could say from the get-go, from the old school, like for sure. No. Oh yeah, and then I posted an XAP post on one of his posts supporting Redman. That was the whole story there. And I also pitched this thing. I don't do that much. Oh man. He's gonna poof, but let's see where this guy came from. Oh, there we go. There we go. Whew. Oh, wait, I gotta mask up. Rawr. Just got real. Demonic Eminem. As a Buena Vista demon. Oh, there's only 4 people left. Alright, alright. Whoops. Yeah, but don't. Okay. Now, I have the hunting rifle. Oh, the stanky leg. Just gonna keep going until we find one. Oh, well, that was short-lived. I mean, it's probably for the best, though, because that thing makes a lot of noise. I'm gonna go try to get my back against the wall where the storm is. I'm surprised nobody's shot at me yet. I just covered a lot of ground and very noisily, so it usually attracts all sorts of people. I don't feel too bad because this current season will still be going when I get back. So that's one thing I hate about traveling internationally, because like these are my kids' accounts and my account. Like we have 2 basically, and we're just constantly trying to, you know, get all the characters, catch them all, like the Pokemans. So when I don't get a chance to grind and get all the levels and everything and do all the missions, then we miss out on characters. Which, I don't know, and I've already spent a ton of money on this game. Like, I used to do the $80 packs, and like, and they would do jobs, like they would read books or read to me, like, out loud and stuff, and like, we'd work on their public speaking skills, their reading skills, and all that good stuff, so it was worth it to a point, but I mean, we're talking multiple $80 packs on this game, so it's ridiculous. Like one of these days, I'll have to show off all like the characters that we have. Oh, well, anyways, it's about time to call it. It's 30 minutes, so I'll at least cut this one. I'll finish packing and maybe I'll get back on here. So, ta-ta for now. I will see you in the next one. Yeah, I don't have anything cool to say. I mean, Eminem's just cool. Go check him out if you haven't. I put the links to his shop and Snoop Dogg's shops in the playlist, so at least there's something. But yeah, anyways, see you in the next one.